Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to Basketball Report, the best basketball podcast
Yes.
in Africa and also for anyone. So today we continue a series of our preview for the 2021-2022 season, and today we are talking about the New York Knicks. So yeah,
A
start off my
team,
moves.
a team which, a couple of years have been struggling, but finally last season
Back in the playoffs.
back in the playoffs, and unfortunately they choked, or Julius Randle choked, especially for this. He was really good in the regular season, but playoffs
so much,
underperformed a lot. Moves they made, you know, big ones, Kimbo.
Yeah, I made good moves. Got Kemba, very good contract. I mean, 8 mil a year for 2 years. So very
Yeah.
good contract for Kemba. They didn't have to give any assets away as he was bought out. They re-signed D Rose, which I think was a vital part of his season, and also they brought in players like Evan Fournier, which I think also helps in terms of scoring and obviously 3-point shooting, a little bit of creativity as well. So look, they made good moves. They're in a much better place than a few seasons back. But still, I think there's moves to be made. I
Yes,
do
definitely.
think they need that serial scorer, that guy can give them 30 points per game, 25 to 30 points solidly, and also they need a leader for the playoffs because Julius Randle's shown, look, he's maybe better than a second option, not necessarily the first option.
Yeah, they still lack that. And that's why I'm going to say definitely competing from about sixth to fourth, because I think that it's going to be, I would say, three teams, really solid, and then from there till about six is going to be heavily contested.
Yeah, I think there's like three teams. Obviously, the Bucks, Nets, and Philly are going to be the top three teams, and then teams just under them would be players like the Knicks, the Bulls, the Hawks, Miami, and then lower down maybe like the Celtics, Pacers, Hornets. But look, this is a good Eastern Conference.
Yeah,
and looking back at last season, they did improve their roster. They did get better. So obviously making moves in the right direction, but would it be enough? Is it enough? Good playoff team, like you just said, but not in the contending area
yet.
Yeah, not yet.
They need to make some moves. Move as I know, trades and all that stuff. They're going to have to do some trades and get a leader in that team. I don't know who yet. I don't have any idea who we can look towards for being that leader.
Yeah, at this stage, only noticeable players obviously is Bradley Beal, and yes, I do think acquiring Bradley Beal would be good. Obviously, Damian Lillard been in connection with the Knicks through the whole off season. Don't think it's gonna happen. If it happens, I mean, it would help them, and Julius Randle can fit then in that second role, which I mean would be good. But at this stage, I do think that they don't really have that great young talent on the roster. A player like RJ Barrett, he's a little lacking behind other players in his draft class. I do think he has potential. Also, Mitchell Robinson, very good defender, very good paint protector. Also, very, very efficient in terms of field goal percentage. But, they still got a little bit of dead players on their roster. And where we're going to see quickly what happens with Kevin Knox. Open toppy, is he just a dunker? What's the moves going forward? What's the plans going into the future? I do think getting one or two few pieces on this roster, but cap space still looks very solid.
Yeah, no.
Only one player on a max, which is Julius Randle. Did overpay a little for Evan Fournier, but I mean, that was expected. But just short at this stage. But I think Madison Square Garden will be rocking this season. I think it will be a nice place. And like, they always say, if the Knicks is good, it's good for the NBA because New York, massive city, massive franchise. So I think it's good for the
support.
NBA. Yeah, a lot of supporters. So I think it's good for the NBA. And looking back a couple of seasons, we're much better. Looking back at the Melo era, they're in a much better position with a younger squad, better squad, and also better cap space wise.
No, actually, they have quite a well, I don't know.
Good
Everton,
things to come for the Knicks. At this stage, just not very. Front office has been better, but still, the fans and the front office has never really seen eye to eye.
Yeah, we know about the RJ Barrett. They thought they were getting the first pick.
Yeah, they thought they were getting KD
Yeah,
and Kyrie,
all
but
that stuff.
looking back at that whole episode where we signed a lot of power forwards. 2 years on, much better roster, we're in a better place.
But yeah, they still need that key player. Like, I'm just sitting there looking at the roster. You don't see experience, especially in playoffs. Good experience. I don't like going to the finals and all that stuff. Kemba Walker has been underperforming for a couple of years.
Many injuries, as unfortunately.
Injury also. Derrick Rose. Actually, Derrick Rose is a solid.
He had a very good playoffs, but still, injury history.
Yeah. No, but you understand, he's still.
I mean, if this is a team in their prime, if we had MVP D Rose and all NBA Kemba Walker, this would be a whole different conversation.
Yeah, no.
Unfortunately, it's not a roster, but they make best what they have. They make do, and at this stage in time, good roster, good playoff team.
Yeah.
Good things are coming in the future for them. I do expect big things from the Knicks going forward. I just don't hope they overly excited, getting to those big things. They made a couple of bad decisions, obviously with Porzingis trade. I'm not going to even mention that because not one of their best moments.
Yeah, but
I mean,
they
looking at the roster, looking at the cap space, looking at the fact that they mostly still have all the picks left, looking at the fact that they actually made the playoffs last season, they are steadily making progression. They're steadily building a winning culture.
Last year they said they were fourth.
Yeah, I mean, last season they were fourth. Obviously, other teams got better as well. So, I mean, this season I do expect them to be, once again, just between like 4 and 7.
Yeah, and I like that the East also, especially with the Knicks, just the East is getting more competitive, and that's what we like to see. We still have it's top heavy a lot, but with the mid range teams are getting really competitive, better, and that's like the Knicks and the Bulls, teams you want to see perform good, just because of the
and the history as
the history behind them and all that stuff. So quite looking forward to the next season. Don't think they're going to the finals. Best scenario, maybe semis.
Yeah, I think they'd be happy with a semi-final for this season.
Yeah,
but look, I think it's going to be a very exciting team. A lot of fast-paced basketball, a lot of tight games, a lot of dunks, three-pointers, alley-oops. I think it's going to be a fun team to watch. But at this stage, just a fun team to watch. And not really a contender.
So solid playoff team. And that's about that. But guys, let us know what you think in the comments.
Yeah.
And if you agree and all that stuff. And all the cliche stuff. Remember to subscribe and like and all that stuff. Do it, please. It helps us. Algorithm and stuff. But anyway, thank you for watching. And,
and
as always,
eat that jumper.
Away.